Oh, it feels like it's been months since I streamed. It's only been a week, a little over a week. Yeah, it's been a chaotic week. Moving stuff at work. I love offices and all that stuff. Ignoring the real life stuff and jumping into the space stuff. Well, ignoring the besides the fact that it is just boiling hot lately. Well, not quite boiling, I guess. What is the boiling point of water? I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, anyway, time for some more. Oh, Twitch is reminding me it's my affiliate anniversary. Always got to reorient the mouse whenever I do this. I was working on my base again last time, and the auto scrap maker, which I just got working. And also the mysterious mushrooms. Mantle layer. Guess I can keep working towards that as well. Um, aren't you delivering to those two? Because it's out, that's why. I think I made now the setup is too slow. Who knows? Oh, I was carrying solid full jump jump. Forgot about that. Stop doing that. Plus, this thing's full, so I don't really need to keep it constantly going when it's, you know. Of course, that thing is super finicky, so it's in the wrong position now. Or it was there I was working down towards as well. What are you doing? Hmm. Did I make more? I did not. I need to make more. I almost went down there. I need to make more rails. I was forgetting something. Also, there was a quest that just kind of launched there, so let's see what that was. Oh, it's just a new EXO thing. And Scarax, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this heat's treating you well. Well enough, I suppose. It says it's a new event, but Maybe it'll restart if I send it off real quick. Game can be a bit finicky at times. Yeah, thank you again for tuning in. I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Right, oh, back to those things again, but there it is. Rail post bundle. Oh, and it better not use up all the resin on my auto scrap maker, I guess. I'm glad to hear that. I enjoy what I do. It's something I do to personally to relax, so I'm glad that others can enjoy it as well. Forgot what the second ingredient was immediately. 2 resin should be plenty. We only need 2 sets, really. Expanding the trainway. Aluminum. How much of that do I have at the moment? 2. Need to get more. By saying that off and having come back, did you change? You did not. So it says a new event, but is it really a new event? Oh, wait, it's just... Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out later. For now, let's get back to working on our railway, I suppose. Why are you turning off by not being there? It worked before. You know what? Doesn't matter, I suppose. I'll get some aluminum while I'm out. There's a bunch of resin there. I do need more of that, but... Been a week. I had to remember the button for a second. Okay. Bag, why aren't you turning on? That was... You know, whatever. Let's figure out how short these are. I could go back to actiony games, but this one's been so peaceful. I'm just enjoying. Minus those things. Those things are the opposite peaceful to see. I not actually need to do that. That I don't put that. Yeah, I thought so. If I'd clicked that when I was on the edge, that would have been a good way to just, you know. Aha. Maybe I should go back and give some train carts to my actual train. That way I could have actually harvested a lot more of this too. I think I actually needed the aluminum to do that anyways, so good choice. So we got some carts, and we'll I'm gonna do that first. I do have 2 slots on it, so I can quickly fill those, get 2 more, then return. Yes, I know I could have just chosen the path I'd already dug for this purpose, but I wanted to get it organized into my base. Also, clearly, it's getting me resources. I wanted a good new path. As I never made a really good path on this planet. I didn't learn how to function a lot of the controls until after I was on new planets. Anyways, we need more railway cars. I never finished clearing off the train. Not the train, the space. Yes, space. Rocket ship. Brain. Oh, I could have made those. You grab those. Yeah, I could be focused on getting to the core of another planet, making progress in that part of the story, but instead I'm doing this. I believe it's actually this I need to use to make... Yeah, 2 resin and aluminum. Did I grab it from my infinite source? Or elsewhere? Well, it's not infinite when it runs out of soil. Then it's very much so finite. I can just explore around, but I don't think there's a storm on this planet. Also, this is not the planet we need it on. could pack it up and stick it on the ship to go to other planets with the large one. I cannot do anything about that. That's a bug. That's a glitch. Exo chips, this is because there's occasionally need for quests and stuff on different planets. Which one? That means we have plenty of different things, like... We're fully stocked up on ammonia. That's nice. Well, for those size cancers. Speaking of, should probably get the nice size cancers. Alright, I gotta go. I don't have to. Why am I feeling. Whatever, I suppose. Still haven't fixed this so it doesn't just print onto the ground. It did not like that. That works. Wait, I have a bunch of free railway cars. Why did I make more? Forgot I was given those. Yeah, well. What's your max number? Why can't I? There we go. Path is, in fact, not obstructed. You're just being dumb, computer. I guess that wasn't actually on the railway, was it? It wasn't. I mean, I made one more, so might as well go grab it. Those, I'll make that into something later. Definitely have the resource for it. I have made a chunk through that mountain. Like, did that despawn or something? Oh, before I move on, let's go get those other 2 railway packs I have. Do I need them to get to the side of this planet? I do not know. I will grab them nonetheless. Let's go. So quiet and calming to just ride the train through the core of the planet. If I keep going, I can get to the other side of the planet. All right. Don't want that on. I've never actually watched a speedrun of this game. I bet it would be interesting. Aha! Gotcha. What? I could definitely say, on the note of back to the speedrunning before I got sidetracked by those annoying things, uh, well, I don't know if I'll ever try to speedrun this game. I've only speedrun a few games just for fun's sake, and none of them were whatever length this will probably take to do that. Unless it's really broken. I'm gonna look that up later. I am curious. There's a few tricks I've figured out that are probably used by speedrunners regarding digging down. You can get a slide going while using the flattening terrain tool with a couple soil canisters, you could probably get to the center of any planet rapidly. Keep turning off my oxygen thing. Or they probably, well, 100% would probably be like a 10-hour speed run. But any percent, there's officially an end to this game. I know there is. It's just the main quest line, which is getting to the center of each planet and getting those things. I don't know if that was picked up on the mic, but I have no idea what that sound was. What is that? Is that safe to step on? Yes. Good. It mentioned strange mushrooms. I'm gonna go with we found the biome related to them. Well, I'm glad that didn't kill me. But I will admit, I expected it to. Thankfully, as we get to the closer to the center of the planet, apparently the gravity goes down. I have to go quite a ways up to get to that. Just, classic Minecraft nerd pull. I never found the biome, but where is this quote-unquote strange mushroom refers to? As though that isn't a minute, Dr. Stone is onto something with this. What I'm seeing from the data isn't a message. It's tangled snippets of exochain code. When investigating this phenomenon, the more it feels like reality and logic slipping away from me. Bell. Mysterious mushroom. I get 10 of those? Hmm. This is gonna be fun. We gotta look for a ton of them. I must admit, this is quite the sight. Should I go get a splitter or something? A railway junction, take a splitter so I can choose from here to go further down for the mining thing and another one to go, I guess, looking around for those. It's cool you have to keep looking. Either way, we can carry a max of 5 at a time, so let's head back up. If I keep refining them at this rate, I will not finish this. Finding all 10 of them for like another 3 streams. Just really glad I've got a high amount of power protection on this planet, so it's a lot easier to get back to the surface. How many launches I got on you? 3, I should make more. Hydrogen. And 2 of the ton of ammonium I got going there. Hi, you. Rail junction bundle. We need 2 aluminum. Then that combines them into that, so it makes it a little bit easier. go grab 4 ammonium. And then you need 32. Well, that's gonna be the opposite of fun. I am definitely going to look up speedrun of this later. Maybe I'll learn some tricks that'll help me. But then again, I also actively avoid looking up tutorials on how to do the different organization and stuff like that, because it just seems more fun to figure it out myself. Which is why it took so long to figure out how to flatten the area. And also why my stuff is not even better organized than it is. Let's pick right for down. And left for staying on that domain level. I mean, I could have just gone, stay on this level, found them all, and then start digging down, picking them all back up later, but... I have plenty of resources, and... who knows, maybe I'll have reason to have multiple paths here. I doubt it. Doesn't seem like the train's the most useful for automation. Yeah, some people love the summer, some people hate it. Because, well, different reasons. Some people prefer the cold. Personally, I'm the cold person. Like, I prefer the cold, winter and whatnot. Some people absolutely love the beach, though. And all I can think of lately is that it's too hot to even exist, let alone go to the beach. Again, I'm not really a fan of the beach. The beach is beautiful, don't get me wrong on that. I'm just one of the many, many people with a fear of the ocean. Another reason I don't play Subnautica. The other part being that I just don't own it. Other games caught my interest, and I didn't feel like purchasing it. I don't think I'll ever have as much fun playing that game as I do watching Markiplier play it. I get disoriented when digging down. I think I was digging straight for a bit there. I'm carrying 2 raw junction bundles and I didn't realize it till just now. Oh, mushrooms. I get them here apparently. I gotta go back up because I don't have any railways any left. I thought I had still had more. But now I have 2 sets of junctions. So let's head on down. Or head on back up. Wait, the ways. If I dug straight down, it'd be different, but that would also result in a lot of, falling into pits. And again, there's that one space friend that I could grab. The space snail. That would make me immune to damage. Alright, we have a free one of those to place on a different planet if we want to. Or just this planet again, for some reason. We could build a fun roller coaster with this somehow. Well, it wouldn't go very fast, so debatable if it's fun. And just, yeah, Civ Forge pick those back up and return when I run out of these. Oh. Bunch of broken stuff. Neat. I don't see another one nearby. Just chance upon them when digging around. But with that, I'd rather needing 6 more, and I need 4 more. Let's go get that crate before we go back up, though. Which I do have to... Thankfully, we can put these on the train, because that would be annoying to get back up. I don't see anything else near here, so we'll have to leave and come back. I guess I could dig further down. I still have one more slot. Oh, there's one more. Oh, from that distance. Oh, there's 2 here. 3. Wait, 2. We have to make 2 trips, but we have all of the ones we need now. But keep forgetting I can do that. Too much stuff in the way. Let's go make a trip there and back because we gotta go drop off the stuff. Forgot that we were at a. I need one more train car if I wanted to carry one more. So I got the explosive crate. Let's go get them. This game's multiplayer, and I believe multiple people can ride a vehicle at once. You can put the crane on the train. Someone could drive it while someone else could just dig down. I'm trying to convince some of my friends to play this. They don't stream, so it wouldn't be streamed, but it'd be definitely fun to see it in a different way compared to just playing it solo. I do enjoy the quietness of playing this game solo too. Yeah, makes sense. I did hesitate to play it on my own, but like I said, I, even though I'm trying to convince them to play it, my friends don't really seem to want to, and I own it. I really wanted this game. I, I mean, I could join a streaming Discord or server. I've done that in the past. I just kind of end up into, well, I didn't end up in a falling out with the other people in the server. They had a falling out of their own, and I decided to stay out of the chaos. That's why I went back to being solo. I'm still friends with some of them, but besides the fact that some of they do rare streaming content wise, we're very different. Oh, I do have a few friends who do play some games. Like I said, none of them stream. Well, I do have a few streaming friends, but they're in completely different time zones. So, yeah, streaming. I didn't mean with randos. Join different servers. You make some friends, things like that. Yeah, I wasn't planning to do that, but yeah. Sometimes that's how you make friends. You just join random servers, for different purposes. I'm both good at that topic of how do you make friends and bad at it because I can't really say I'm an expert on the topic, but I also not really bad at either. Seriously. Yeah, rather than having lots of servers, it's one more small one for a purpose with only a few people in it. That's how you kind of make some friends. I need to go back to using a VTuber model rather than just the PNG tuber, but I've been lazy about getting it working again. But that's kind of how I initially met a number of my streaming friends. But thing is, the majority of my streaming friends are also in completely different countries, so we don't stream at the same times. I just found some Astronium just there. So yeah, it's rather than joining a lot of servers, it's joining a few for the intended purpose. Look, there's a lot. It looks like I didn't find a lot of Astronium there. I just found a little. So not a vein. Oh no, very much so. They would. I'm not saying that they wouldn't stream like they're against streaming themselves. One of them does stream occasionally, go, but they don't want to be on streams. At least one of the members of the group. But I definitely talked to them about it. Although one of them right now is traveling different countries, That's why sometimes the Sunday morning stream has been just abruptly canceled because that's one of the few times I hear from them. They're like, "I've got internet again. Let's game and hang out a bit." I'm like, "Good, you're alive. Let's chat for a bit." They just got up and started moving to different countries. Well, they're going on visas and whatnot. They, I don't really know what their plan is. They're just going to the cheapest European countries with Airbnbs and stuff for. I don't know their reasons entirely. I'll be honest with you. They find it fun. Hydrazine jetpack, hydrazine, and the schematic for it. Well, that's neat to find. I know they're having fun with it. If they had more of a plan to it, I would 100% be like, "Oh, that's just awesome." But since they don't really have a formulated plan, for the most part, to me, it's concerning. I'm gonna leave the. I don't need to carry on the alignment tool when I'm not working on my base, so I'm gonna go put it down somewhere so I can clear up my inventory a little. I am terrible at inventory management. I will admit that. Since this thing takes up a whole unit and we've got, one unit going, if I want to be able to keep a drill mod or something going, like the drill mod 3, we do require to have 2 on hand. They kind of are spontaneous though. They just get up and say, I'm going to." They just suddenly get out one day and say, "I'm going to quit my job and go to a bunch of different countries. I have the funds." I think they work for a bank or something. They've explained it, but it's something over my head in the math field. I do not work in the math field. I'm not bad at math, but also, math. Well, the other one who's got his own sporadic schedule just is retired. My friend group has a variety of ages in it. That's fun. Oh, that can keep going even when it's. So I'll move that on there because I can't mess around with it while it's there. That looks like Astroneer to me. Might not be. There's the one thing about this that's finicky. It's Astronium. I have to fill my train twice in order to get enough Astronium for the quest. It'll take it a moment to get back up there. There's more strontium right there. Neat. So we probably have, oh yeah, we have plenty for the goal. Swear. Oh. I know it's coming. Oh, more strontium up there. There's plenty down here. Let me finish up the Astroneer quest and wrapping it up there as we're kind of a little bit over. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I also have to I have to run to my office tomorrow for. Honestly, we're in the middle of moving locations. I mean, I don't have it the worst. My boss definitely is the worst. He has to be there from 8 to 5 every day during the moving process and the setup. I just be there for parts of it, and I get to work remote the other parts of it. A more chill week for me. Feel bad for him. And if it's his position, he doesn't get paid overtime for that. That sucks. The funny thing is, we're moving offices, and I am quite known for being a bit, I guess whimsical? I don't know. I totally, I just say it flat. I got 200 tiny rubber ducks secretly hiding in the office. Not all of them at once. But you know, I will be honest though, they will not be surprised about me doing something like that. In fact, if I didn't do it, they'd be more surprised. They don't know I plan to do that, but they also just kind of straight up admitted they expect something like that yesterday. Huh. Definitely plenty more to mine here for that. We'll worry about that later. Because I have enough for the quest, and that's all that matters right now, or tonight. Compared to usual, where I'm just busy and don't have the free time to stream late, right now it's just too hot to keep my computer going for long periods of time. I would say be bad if someone at work or a client figured out me from the rubber ducks thing, but my job involves talking a lot, so you know, they could figure out from my voice if they found my streams. Yo, yeah, it is super hot outside. Apparently everywhere on the planet, from everyone, what everyone's talking about. Not everywhere, obviously. Fine, fine hyperbole, but yeah. We're all dealing with some pretty bad heat waves. Oh, the QTRGG. What? I'm confused by that. Did that unlock something? Oh no, it hadn't been unlocked yet. Train whistle, RTG, and conductor suit. I am train conductor. That was worth it. Well, this is just good for setting up power on the planet. I could put it here, but I clearly have enough power going here. If I need more, I just upgrade the generators even further. I've got that thing just producing power when it's backed up multiple different batteries. Very much so, I don't need more infinite power here. The train never even once slowed down. No real reason for this, but exo chips are extremely important. Might as well just put them there. I can do the transfer or not later. For now, I'm just setting up the ship for whatever planet I feel like going to next. That planet will... I don't know if I have enough of a slot for this without taking off some of the storage. Yeah, this is a full large slot, not... Yep, there we go. If it works, it works. Or next time, ignoring your visits, just being finicky for that. That one I definitely want to do, but worry about that. Go to Glacio next. Do I have any food for Soggy here? I don't have anything nearby. Don't worry about that. I don't know what quest do I work on. I want to figure out what quest I'm going to work on before I close the stream, because I want to figure out what should happen next time. Novus. Astroneer Novus. Atrox and Novus both need I think it's just saying go to Novus at this point. Now, like I said, I actually got to wrap up here for tonight, so this is when I'll be doing that. This weekend, my Sunday stream is not canceled. I know for a fact that friend will be unavailable, so I'll be tuning back into that next time. So we'll continuing this quest line of just going down different planets and making more progress. We don't have any more train quests. We finished that pathway, so more quests it is. Anyways, until then, I've been Lord Jabu, and thank you for tuning in. You all had a good time. With that, have a good morning, evening, or night, and try to stay cool. Thank you for joining in against Scarox. I hope to see you the next time. Thank you for that. I definitely appreciate you dropping in each time and all the, nice compliments. Have a good night, morning, or afternoon, whatever it is for you. Well, goodbye.